Hello everyone, this is Dan Desktop Support and welcome to my course again. The course is Help Desk Support Specialist Free Training and Guide. Today I'll be talking about this course right here on the lecture, which is going to be on imaging computers, training, backup and restore. When you guys, imaging is going to be very important part in this course. I mean, I say the other courses are also important, but this is like something that you guys can basically help yourself by saving time and getting things done quickly. So for example, here's a scenario. If you have a lab, let's say you have 30 computers, old computers, and you just bought 30 more computers to replace them. Now usually a company will offer you that, okay, we are sending you the computers, how about you guys we'll send you one computer with the hard drive, then you guys send us the image through FTP or just ship it to us, and then we will do imaging for you guys. But then they will charge you like $4,000 or $3,000 depending on whatever they're costing you. But most of the time what IT people would do is they will take care of the imaging themselves, because you might not do this all the time. You cannot send computers to them, so you basically need to know how to do imaging on your own. So basically what imaging does, like let's say you have 30 same computers, or even nowadays you can basically do the similar, but I'm going to talk about same computers because most of the companies get the same hardware. So let's say you have 30 Dell computers or HP, and you just image. What you do is, the first time when you do your installation, a company tell you that we want all these softwares on the computers, on all these computers, and all the stuff updates, and all the little stuff like Java, Flash, and everything needs to be installed on these computers. So basically what you do is you do the first, and you have to take that time on that first computer. Let's say you took 1 hour and 20 minutes to do all the stuff, or maybe more than that. You don't want to do this all starting from scratch and everything on each computer. Imagine how much time it's going to take for you to finish with 30 computers, and it's going to be such a hectic thing that you will try to remember all the stuff and do all the little updates, and it will become crazy part of your life. So that's where the imaging plays a very big role. Let's say you spend that 1 hour 30 minutes on that computer. What you need to do is take an image of it. Basically you take a copy of that computer and then deploy it to other computers, and they will be looking exactly the same. Or another big advantage of this is, let's say this computer have a virus or something like that, and you have the image on your external USB or a server, whatever you're using. You can basically re-image that computer in 10 minutes rather than spending 3, 4, 5 hours trying to fix the problem. And this is why it's very important, if you're working somewhere that's either a school environment or a college or whatever, university lab environments. This is the most important thing for you, and the most helpful thing for you to know about imaging and deployment. So today this was just to give you guys, some of you might already know this stuff. So basically every video I kind of push this out there and kind of like tell people that these videos are not about what software or we can do imaging this way or that way. This is an idea. Basically a new IT member or a student can get what can they get out of it, and then they will basically on their own they will start searching on different softwares and everything. So this is not something that I don't want to make a video of like rating softwares or anything like that. It is basically just to show people what imaging is and what can it do for you. Okay, so let's start from an example. Basically when you get a computer, I'm gonna go ahead, and this is the virtual computer. So when you get a computer, basically, and when you go to like right here, you will see another drive. Like HP will give you a recovery system here. Dell will give you a recovery system. They don't give CDs these days, because that you can recover your system from this drive. So today I'm going to show you something that you can basically make an image of this computer and make your own partition, and then re-image your computer from this partition. And this is the new software which I'm kind of like really liking it, because Before we didn't have these kind of, a lot of software didn't have the ability. I mean, you can, yeah, you can take an image of this computer and put it in an external hard drive, and then you'll have to use a bootable CD to plug it into this computer, and then you will re-image it, which is another way. You need to learn that too. But this can do both. You can basically get the CD, bootable CD. You can install a bootable system in the same computer, so then you will not need a CD when you do re-imaging. But let's say if something went really bad and it messed up your backup drive here, it messed up your boot system, then yeah, of course you want to get that image on your external hard drive or a network. So today we were going to be talking about how to basically make a system. This is a system without any backup. So if something happened to this system, basically I don't have any backup of it, and I will lose all the files, and I'll have to redo all my computer again if something really bad happened and boot system is not working. So today we are going to make a nice backup system. Okay, so first thing you guys need to do is yes, so basically I'm checking right now that I don't have a lot of space on my virtual PC. But here's the thing, on your computer, let's say if you're testing on one of the virtual system, try to make it like 60 GB or 20 GB, so then you guys can have more space to basically make another partition here. I did a mistake here. I didn't think of it. So you try to make it more than this, so then you guys can make another partition here. And if you guys are going to do it on a real PC, then make sure, because your PC will, these days PCs are coming 250 GB or 450. That's a lot of space for 400. So you can easily take out like about 50 and 60 on the side, just to back up your image the way you want to basically. So today, let's say I'm done with this PC. I have installed every single stuff on this PC, and I'm absolutely done, and I don't want to do this on all the 30 computers, 29 computers, the rest of the computers. So I'm gonna take an image of this computer and then deploy it to other computers, but I want to make a good backup system just alone in this computer. How would I recover it, or how would I re-image it if I want to from this system? So first thing you need to do is go to Internet Explorer, and then you're gonna go to Google, alright, and type Testout backup free, and then click on free edition of Testout. It's a weird name. So free download, click on this, come to the bottom right here and click on download from download.com, and I'm gonna provide you the direct link, so you guys might not need to just come here. So once that's done, click on download now. Alright, I'm gonna run this file. Okay, run. Next, click agree. And this is free for business and home users, so good thing for business. I mean, if you're a tech, it's free for you. And you can see it's Linux ISO image.iso. It's basically creating ISO image inside your CPU, so then when you boot up your system, you will have you can actually boot to the total system. That means like basically having a CD, a bootable CD in your system. So that's pretty cool. You don't need to plug in CDs to each computer and try to do it, and you know, it's a one-time thing. You'll just have to do it one time, but then imagine after that one time you will just go to your computer and restart it from that bootable on its own. Some people might think server imaging is a great solution, which I also agree, but this is more like a entry-level tech course. So it's better for you to learn it this way, because not a lot of people will give you access to do the server stuff, because then let's say for example Fog server is a great solution for server imaging, like server client imaging or the network. But then you need to change some configuration in DHCP, and then you'll have to talk to your server admin and your manager, and this where it becomes if they're not familiar with Fog, they probably say no to you. And that's not a good thing. I mean, you just don't, in the beginning you just want to do everything on your own, trying to learn the process, how does it work, how can you make your life easier, and then move up slowly, do a little testing, show them testing in lab, and if they like the server solution, throw that out there. If they like this solution, you have it right here. Alright, so you guys can see it's installed. Final setup. You guys can write that information, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. I'll double click on it, check if it's running. Yes. Alright, basically this is the software. You can check all other things, but the most important thing is over here to do is go to tools and enable pre-OS. Basically this will enable that pre-boot system. So you will see two things in there, Windows 7 and Linux backup, which is this one. I'll show you guys that when I do a restore of this machine. So basically now we have a software that will take the image of our computer, but now here's scary part for me is that I really don't have space to save this and make another partition here, but I'm gonna give it a try. It's I'll give it a shot. I mean, it's not gonna work out, but you will have more space here. But before that, what you guys need to do is to make the partition here, and the easiest way to make another partition, and so that you don't have to, basically you have something to boot up, like, you know, let's say if your computer is messed up, then you can image your computer from this partition, which will be right here, and then re-image this one. So the easiest way is do it through this software. I mean, you can do it your own. I mean, if you know how to do it from XPCD or other bootable systems, it's a good way, but it's a very risky thing, you know. I mean, you don't want to take risk with this stuff, because if you mess up with partitions and something goes wrong, it's really hard to undo it again. So I'll show you guys the easiest way is, for me, is the same software offer another software, just kind of free, and then you can uninstall it once you're done, so that you don't have a lot of softwares on your computer, which is what am I mine is not working today, I guess. Alright, ease partition master, click on that, and then go down and click on this one right here, which is download.cnet. You can see the ratings are pretty good. I mean, not a lot of people have problems with this, which is a good thing. Okay, come on. Alright, download now. Alright, I'm gonna run this one too. That's pretty quick. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a partition, but very small partition, just to show you guys. But I'm not gonna make a backup of this system and then restore it. Well, I might try it. I mean, let me try, because I really don't have space in there, and it's gonna be a fail if I try to like do something in there. So here, click next. I accept, and then click next. Click next, and click next. This is pretty quick, and okay, we're done. Let's make a partition now. What we need to do is click on this one right here, go to yes, and then this will open up. Go to main screen. Alright, so now you guys see this system right here. Used is 6 GB, almost 7, and 2.9 is available right there. Let's do this. Click on C drive and click on resize move partition, and then click right here and see how much you can. And on the right side you see that how much you will be left right here. And how much do I want right here? I want almost, oh okay, so I can't even go more than that. I just maxed it out. So but this is the max. We recommend you to back up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so just let's say you have 250 GB all over, and then all you gotta do is grab this right here all the way down here, and it will tell you on the bottom that this is how much you want to back up. You want to create a system, and you already have this much right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click OK on here. You can click OK right here. So it's locking the volume C. That's it, it's done. So what's gonna happen now is this is unlocated. Now what you need to do is click on this and click create partition and give it a name. So I'm gonna give it a recovery, and then I'll just change the route letter to R just to make it look like recovery. And I click OK, and then you click here apply, and then click yes, and then click yes. That's all you gotta do. Now let it do its own thing. You don't have to do anything after this. It'll restart your machine. Okay, let's start the machine. So once your machine is started, you'll see this. So you click on Windows 7. And then you will see this message right here. The operation will start in 3, 2, so you can press any key to abort, but you don't have to press any key. So right now it is making a partition for you. You don't have to do anything. Like I said, it's the easiest way I found that how to make partitions. Pretty like you click and everything is done for you. Alright, so then you will see this message once everything is done. I mean, the process can take time. It took, even on virtual machine, it took like about 5 minutes. So it depends how big your system is. It will take time. Then you just wait for results and see what will come up. And let's see. We need to basically, I'm waiting. When I go back, I want to see another partition in there that will say recovery, and then I can take a backup of my system and then back up my system and use the the new partition that I made, basically I'm gonna push it down there. Now someone can say, what if there's a virus that will affect both of these drives? Well, this software also gives you ability to save it to, just like any other software like Clonezilla, Redo, and all other softwares. You can also save your backup to USB, and you can also use basically a network share drive to save it over there if you want to. And then the next question would be, what if this boot ISO that it's doing it from the system, what if that didn't work? What if a virus affect that? You will not be able to boot your system. But this software also gives you ability to save your basically make another bootable CD, just like any other software. So this gives you every single option that a single imaging software would give you, but this gives you an extra right now, that it gives you ability to save it. You can boot your system, and then you can make a partition, and then from that partition you can basically re-image the whole computer. And most of the time people like me who would work on labs and stuff like that, and there's not a lot of viruses issue, but I want to make my life easier, so this is the perfect solution for me, because I can just go ahead without no CD and re-image my computer. So let's go ahead and check it out if thing works. So let's go to computer. And there you guys, here you go. So recovery, this is the drive that we just made, and this is the system basically. Now what I'm gonna do is, if this work with my machine, it will be great thing, but I'm not sure if it's gonna work. It's probably not going to work because I have a little bit more than what I have here, but at least I show you guys how to make a partition, because this was something that needs to be done one time. But because after that, when you take image, you got to take image of both of these drives, and that's pretty quick. You don't have to do this partition for each computer. You just have to take the whole image of both of these drives and then re-image it to other computers through your USB and bootable CD, and that should be one time thing for you. After that, you don't have to do this. So let me walk you guys through how to make a backup system. Take a whole image of this computer and deploy it wherever you guys want to. So but my main goal was to basically put it in the system so I could restore it, and it looks like that's not gonna happen. But let's go ahead and double click on this and take a whole full backup system image of this computer. So we're gonna go to backup, and then disk and partition backup. You'll see this message right here. Click next. So now here's the thing, you just want to backup C drive only, okay? And that's select source disk or partition to backup. That's what you want to back up, and now it's gonna ask you where to backup. Now this is the question here, where to backup. You can back it up to a network, you can back it up to the my thing is right now is to make a recovery system inside the computer, so that I don't have to basically use my network, which is you're gonna be using bandwidth. But if you have external USB, you can plug that in right now and back it up over here or there, and the rest of the process is the same. The restoring process should be the same. Let's just you have to guys add this. But my main thing was to make a built-in system, and if I had more space in this drive, I could have simply picked this one right now and then just click next. The space to store the image may not be big enough. Do you want to continue? I'll still continue. Like I said, I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna click next, proceed, and it is calculating right now, which might or might not fail. I don't know, but let's check it out. Alright, there we go. This was something that I was expected. I mean, I know that there's no space, so it wouldn't work. So if you have more space, this will never come up, and basically what's gonna happen, you're gonna have a nice image ready to that partition. This one I'm just gonna cancel it and click on finish, and then go back here and disk partition, and then click next and see if I have anything on network, if I have available. Let's try a network. Click on work group, and what do I have? Client PC, then lab. Let me check this computer name. ITPC, I don't even see that. Alright, sorry for the confusion. What I did in VirtualBox, I just wanted to make more space, so I add another virtual hard disk with 20 GB, and right now I'm gonna make this available so then I can basically use this as my backup system and show you guys that it works. Click OK, finish. Formatting. Okay, you don't have to do this. This is just because I needed some space. So now I have 19 GB of this right here, so I don't need this right here. But basically, when you guys do testing, you will not have this because I'm doing this in virtual environment. You'll have only these two, so make sure you have space in here and not do my mistake. I did a stupid mistake that it was less space, and then I created this, didn't work, and it's a good thing. I mean, you guys just saw like it's not gonna work if you guys have a less space over here. So let's go back and create a backup again of this system, and it should work this time. Go back here, go to start, and the more mistakes you guys do, learn from your mistake, but always learn in a in a lab environment, because this is like a lab right now for me in a virtual system. Something goes wrong, I don't care, I'll just get it. I mean, I can just put another virtual system in there and I'll be up and running. You don't want to do this in a environment that, let's say you have a nice computer, you don't want to mess that up. Go to backup, disk and partition. I'm gonna go click next. Now it's looking for a way to save it. Basically, I want to take this C drive, I want to take an image of this, click next, and then I want to put it in this new volume. I'll just click on it and click next, click proceed, and let's wait for everything. When it's done, we will mess up this system a little bit, and then we'll try to recover it. Alright, this /partition backup completed successfully. Alright, so after that, what you do is click on finish. Just wait for give it a few seconds when it's running, so then no problem. So once it's done, just click on finish and go back and let's see what's been there. If you come back here, you see that there's a folder, and in that folder there's a image which is about 3 GB, 3.5. The size of the C drive was 7 GB, and you guys can see it got shrinked to the to this now, which is like 3. So 7.3. So basically what it does is to shrink the size, which is a good thing. It doesn't keep all the space and don't eat up all the backup that you created. So now we have the system, and we already got this thing running. This is very important that you remember this in the beginning, so if something happened, you don't have um, to basically look for a bootable system. But here's the thing: you want to create a CD that is not related to this computer. If something happened really bad and it mess up your backup, you want to create this right here. This option is going to be really useful for you. So create one CD, and other thing is that you want to do is copy this file right here. Copy this to USB, external USB, and your shared drive, wherever you want to keep it safe. So let's say something happened and everything is messed up, and this built-in boot up system is not working. You have another option to go ahead and plug in your USB and do it from there. So now you have two options. It should work from here. If everything is running fine, you have a system that you want to refresh. Now it's been 5 months or a year that you want to refresh the system, you can go ahead and use it. If there's a virus or anything like that, you can still use it. So let's say this system is messed up, nothing is working, you have a very bad virus, or for example you just want to refresh this machine because it's been used so much to do, don't want to clean it up, you just want to do a fresh system. All you gotta do is restart your computer. So once you restart your computer, you'll get two options, Windows 7 and this one right here. So what you do is you click on this option, and this will boot up a system. Alright, so when you click on that Linux boot up, you should see this loading. Please wait. And we'll wait. So you'll see this screen. Okay, so now you have few options in here. You are gonna go to recovery and disk and partition recovery, and now what you need to do is you can basically browse, and if you have a USB connected hard drive, USB external hard drive, you can click on that. You can go to basically you can right here, where's it? No, this is not gonna be the one, and not this one. Alright, so this is the one that the drive that I made has my image. So I'm gonna click on that and click on this, and then click next, and then image information. This is the image information. I want to click on both of this and click next, and select the destination. I don't want this my destination is this right here, because 20 GB is the one that I saved my drive in there. So after image is gonna look like this, which is basically what it was. This is how it's gonna look, and I'm gonna click next. We can proceed. The data on destination disk will be lost. Do you want to continue? Yes. And I'm gonna wait for the imaging to be done. Basically, you can see how fast it is when you do like a on the top of it, like when you do a recovery system. When you backup system, it's a little bit slow, but when you like restore it, it's pretty fast. Alright, it took kind of a little bit time. I'm not sure because of maybe it's a virtual box, that's why. But as long as it works, that's all that matters. This recovery completed successfully. Now let's test it out. Let's see for images deployed the right way, and you just cancel this and it will restart on itself. Okay, you'll see this message requesting for boot, and then let's see what we get. I'm gonna restart it again because it first went to the my boot CD right here. So let's see. Start Windows normally, and there we go. So when you see this right here after imaging, and you see like start Windows and everything is like running, that means looks like the image is fine. That's where you need to just like, okay, that's done. So whatever you had before just came up right here, like, you know, all the image needs to be it's gonna be the same copy of whatever that you used to have before. So basically, what did we learn today from this video? This video, I could have done this in a very simple way and just click on stuff and get it finished, but this is not the main reason of this video. The main reason is for a new IT members or students who wants to learn or wants to know about imaging, what it is. This is what people would do in basically an IT environment. Like, let's say if you were if you are managing on your own, you're like a single person who wants to do things a little bit quicker and trying to learn more. This is like kind of first step for you guys to learn how to do imaging, and I will definitely do it on a virtual base or like a small lab and try testing it out. But once you're done with this and you're gonna know the concept of imaging, then what you need to do is try to go and go to Google and search about this fog server. Okay, now there are a lot of videos on internet. You guys can basically learn about this. This is basically imaging through network. Basically, you have a server and that can save images and push images through your NIC card, which is your network card, and then that will push imaging through that, so you don't even have to go to the PCs, and you can do all the imaging through that server. But like I said, this requires a little bit more experience, and then you need a little bit more permissions from higher level admins or managers. So this is something that you guys definitely need to, if you're doing that, you're gonna be doing this, then you definitely need to know what imaging and all what's gonna be the, like, you know, the outcome of this. It definitely requires your bandwidth and all that kind of stuff. So this is something you guys want to look into it, because a lot of people outside right now on jobs are using this. They're like kind of, I would say, sick of ghost imaging. Yeah, search about this one. Major companies are using this. They're paying for this stuff, but a lot of companies are going towards fog because that's open source, free, and people are saying it's better than fog. I mean, it's so sorry, ghost. But if you guys want to learn about ghost and all that, there's a lot of internet videos are available. Try to learn this stuff. It's same as what I did today. Like, you know, I showed you guys how to do, like, there's a source, there's a backup, there's a destination, and then you do that. It's the same over here. So try to learn about fog, try to learn about ghost, try to learn about Clonezilla. It's another one. Go to Google, Clonezilla. Alright, so this is another one. This is also server based and a live CD based. You can make a CD and like, just like what we did today, you can make a bootable CD and back up the C drive, and then same bootable CD you can restore it from any other source. Another one, try to look for redo backup. Redo backup and recovery. This is another cool one. It's a new one. I mean, it's also a CD based. You can install this, and you can tell it will tell you what it can do for you. So basically, if you guys know all this, like 4 or 5 of them, you guys should be good with imaging. So someone asks you on interview, do you know anything about imaging? Can you do imaging? Can you do this? So you have so much knowledge right now that you can basically answer, and you can come up with it, and you impress your interviewer. I mean, or you can even impress your boss, or make your own job easier when you have this kind of knowledge. And the last thing, let's say you have done this and you are having a problem. Go to this, like I in my first lectures I said about the Spiceworks thing. If you don't have a Spicework, then you definitely need this. This is like your best friend right here. So many IT people in there, and that will help you out right away. I mean, I really love this place. So if you have a, let's say, an imaging problem, you go to the community and click on once the community side, click on discussion in groups, and then over here you can click on software development and deployment and patching, and a lot of imaging questions are like asked here. You can see there's a lot of things going on right now. Fog, you see, like I was talking about fog, and somebody has a problem here, somebody have a problem with it right here, somebody's talking about some other stuff, but a lot of it's related to like how to do imaging. And there's another one, fog, right here. So see, these people work somewhere, and then they have these questions, and some people will come back and answer them. So pretty good stuff. Hopefully you guys learned something from this video today. And again, this video is not about software, it's about the whole concept of imaging and how we use this in our work environment, and how it's going to help you and then your job. Like, you know, basically this is a good start for you guys. So if you guys have any questions, or anyone that who wants to basically provide another free source or a good source for new students that will help them, please do share. And I guess this was a really long video, so I'm just gonna stop it here. Alright, take care guys, bye bye.